for this particular one is dedicated to the Guru Pūrṇimā, which is happening shortly. And the ones in August, the set of 3 ones in August, which is predominantly a continuation of this one, which is Vedic Cosmology, Vedic Numerology, Vedic even Introduction to Jyotish, for people who have no idea and who are doing Vedanta and some of the other interested in other spiritual Vedic Shastras. So please, bear with me because the terminology is going to be completely new and a different perspective. And even for people who are beginners and who are still studying, this is my approach is a little bit different this time for introducing the Jyotish Shastras. So so there we go. Anyway, let's begin with Ganesh and Saraswati, always with Saraswati and Ganesh. Om Gananam Tva Ganapatigam Havamahe Kavin Kavinam Upamasravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anav Shrunvannutibhisida Sadhanam Prano Devi Saraswati Vajarbhi Vajinivati Dhinama Vitriyavatu Ganeshaya Namaha Saraswatyai Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay, so we all begin with the whole core of why are we even Jyotishis? Why are we even bothering to do this? Why are we even studying Parashara, which is the monumental, it's like the Bible of Jyotish. Parashara Hora, Brihad Parashara Hora Shastra, right? So why are we all even bothering with all that? And even for most, I know a lot of Indians maybe eventually will listen to it, who are non-Jyotishis. I think people are just kind of fed up with everybody's experience of, especially in India, if you're an Indian, lived there, it's like you throw a stone and it lands on a Jyotishi, okay? Akshat would know. Hi, Akshat. So Akshat is my collaborator. Hello. So why are we bothering? Because everybody in India is so fed up, do this remedy, do Lal Kitab, this, all that rubbish keeps going on. So I think among the more educated people, and especially people who are kind of abroad, even the Indians abroad, or the Indians living in India, they are sort of reached a sort of a peak. But I think the parampara that we come from, Sri Achyutananda Das parampara, and now I'm also gravitating also towards the Tamil Siddhar parampara, which is, I will go in a little bit in that shortly. But all of this has made me think that this is right now is like the best time for getting into Jyotish or studying Jyotish. And it's not about I can recommend some parihara, some remedy, this, that, and solve my problems and all. I think it is much more holistic and much more wider. And it sort of opens up the mind to a vast array of possibilities, and not just in learning, in everything. When you see everything through the lens of Jyotish, it's like a different perspective altogether. But that is not to say that, I know a lot of the Vedanta students will say, but if you have Vedanta, if you have Advait Vedanta, why do you even bother with Jyotish? And I do agree. Why do we even bother? But I will come to that in a bit, because that is really the big question. Why are we even concerned? Because people who are on the path of Vedanta don't really need Jyotish. And yes, you may say like, wow, what is she doing there?
Yeah, I need to add something to
Targeting.
this.
So, but
When,
I will come to that in a minute. Yes, Akshat.
yeah, I need to add because see, what is Jyotish actually? Jyotish is a part of a Vedanga only. Okay? So
Yeah.
when this Jyotish was made, it was made so that it can guide a common man towards mukti.
Yeah.
So all the major texts they talk about that divinity and everything and Vedanga as a part of the Vedanga. So what is the rule? What is the way for Jyotish? Jyoti means just Jyoti of the Ishta. It means that it will has the power to take you towards Ishta. So we are talking about this, the old concept of the Jyotish in the Vedic era. Now, with the time advanced and people have become more material. So in the current role as a Jyotishi, we are much more focused on remedy because people are suffering more. And as the Kali Yuga has progressed, people have forgotten the roots of Jyotish, have forgotten everything about it, and everybody is doing their monkey business. Now, I treat Jyotish as a very practical application. It is my own opinion because whoever comes to me, they come to me that they have trouble. So my advice is why we should learn Jyotish. First of all, it is a part of the Vedanga. It is one of the best parts of Vedanga. You will get to know yourself and others in much more detail when you study Jyotish.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
coming to a practical remedy, every Jyotish comes from the 8th house. It is an occult science. It is actually hidden. So which house the 8th lord is placed, and that is the house where you're having past life debts and nija doshas coming to you.
Yes,
So
yes. Akshat,
the best
Akshat, we'll
remedy.
come to that. Hold your
No,
horses.
let me tell.
Yeah.
So one of the best remedy one of the best thing to remedy the 8th house or the 8th lord is to study proper Vedic Jyotish, because that is the only one positive thing that 8th house gives is the occult science. There are other things that 8th house comes. Everybody cannot do insurance business. Everybody will not get inheritance money. So what is the only thing? Everybody cannot do speculation or lottery business. So what is the only best thing that comes? Because 8th house is a very, very important house. It is one of the houses that can make and break everything in an horoscope.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
when study advanced Jyotish, you will come to know that to study Jyotish, most of my students that I recommend people to study Jyotish are based on the remedy because they have a very, very problematic 8th house. So when you actually start studying Vedanga Jyotish, that is not some Jyotish from like a KP astrology or some other astrology. I am referring to Vedanga Jyotish. Why is Vedanga Jyotish? Because 8th house is the house of Mangal and Ketu both. So as a remedy for a lot of people, only they start studying Jyotish, they see that there's a lot of transformation in life. So my objective is that if you want to study Jyotish, you should keep in mind that it is a very, very powerful remedy for your 8th house. And believe me, if you are able to remedy the 8th house, 50% of your problems are solved.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.